Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to my channel, Old Fart Pokemon. Today in front of me, I have my latest purchase I am very excited about. It is a Sugimori print. I'm very excited to get this. I love this print. There's a reason why I picked this one out, and I think it's an important issue. Who is in this photo? Well, obviously we see Charizard. And what else do we see? Why do I love this? Who is not front and center? Charizard. Who is front and center? See if you know your Pokemon. It's Xerneas. And I love this. Why do I love this picture? So many YouTubers, and I enjoy Charizard and Pikachu. I think everybody enjoys them. But there is so much more to this hobby, so many amazing Pokemon to research and discover, and I'm not all that interested in Charizard and Pikachu. They're kind of fun. They're the mascots, but it's kind of fun. Go out on your own, go on your own adventure, find what you find to be interesting, and often this is what makes life a lot more interesting, a much more rich journal. So, welcome to my channel. Let's go through a few details first. Well, for my last video, in terms of packs, we have 2-pack winners, Scott Spinder and Matatup, and you're my 2 winners. Go ahead and shoot me an email, send me your mailing address, and I will get your packs out to you. How can you, as a new viewer, win some packs? Pretty simple. Just 2 simple things we need to do. First of all, hit subscribe to this channel, and every episode I have a question. Question for today is, have you checked your local retail store? And is Chilling Reign available? I'm hoping that we're getting past this craziness and the common person is actually able to find some product. I feel this is very important, so let me know in the comments below. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're finding it on the local store shelves or not. Do this and you will be in the drawing every single week. Every episode I do 5 winners. Guess what? There's just been so few people entering. You got a basically 100% chance of winning. So let's actually get into the market. And really, one of my main purposes of this channel, a lot of other YouTubers drive me crazy because they say, people ask them a question and what's their answer? Oh, that's a great question. I will let you know. I'll give you the answer if you subscribe to my Patreon account. It's like, come on. I don't know. I find that a little bit offensive. So I try and give everybody the information that I have and let you know exactly what's happening. So in the Pokemon market, and I need to talk about this, across the markets, what am I seeing? Basically this week, I feel like for 6 months, 9 months, we've been stepping on the gas pedal hard. Pokemon has been rising, and I feel like right now we have let the gas off the gas pedal, and I think this is a good place. I don't see systematically the rising tide raising all boats, systematically the tide going out. Rather, I see right now a little bit of market analysis, people who know what they're doing. They say, you know what, this is a deal, and you know what, this set that's been massively printed, I think I'll let some of these cards or packs or boxes go, and really trying to think strategically. So what are we seeing this week? In Pokemon, and I'm looking here on TCG Player, 5 boxes have gone up, 17 have gone down, and 17 have stayed, haven't done anything this week, and 18 have gone down. Specifically, Breakpoint, XY Breakpoint had a huge jump, 37%, XY Primal Clash, and XY Breakthrough went up 11%. Maybe we're seeing a trend here. Also, what do we notice? And I find this fascinating. What else is going up? Darkness Ablaze and Burning Shadows. What do we know? What is in those 2 sets? Well, Mr. Charizard is. So I think a lot of people are saying, you know what, Charizard is a long-term bet. And actually, I think this is probably a pretty safe bet. So these are the two boxes that have been going up. 17 simply staying the same, haven't changed. And what has been falling? 18 boxes. To go down towards the bottom. Lost Thunder, Ultra Prism, Team Up. I'm wondering, just a guess, and I have no information. Some people might be concerned about, I'd say especially with Team Up, might be concerned about the possibility of a reprint. So, you know, what are we looking at? $900? Some people say, you know what, I'm going to sell some of my boxes just in case if we have a reprint, you know the value of those boxes are going to drop. I have no information this is actually happening, but there might be some speculation. What has also been falling? Cosmic Eclipse and Chilling Reign. And there's been a lot of hype over Chilling Reign. I think Chilling Reign is going to be an outstanding set, but the market right now is saying, based on the quantity printed, we might get back to really right around retail, which is about $140 a box. So I see some healthiness in the Pokemon market. Jumping over to Flesh and Blood, last week was just a bloodbath. And again, what do I see this week? I see really kind of people thinking strategically. I think there's a lot of analysis. How scarce are the products? We do know that the first two boxes are very scarce, and as Flesh and Blood has continued on, they have increased the print run with every set. So what do we see? We see in the Unlimited, this is the boxes for players. We see some downward pressure, Arcane Rising and Monarch. Monarch, I believe it's soon coming out, the Unlimited. Regarding the first edition, Monarch went crazy. Originally, if you haven't been here 2 years ago, a year ago, Arcane Rising, Welcome to Wrath, you could buy them $70, $100 a box when they first came out. Monarch came out, it was $600, then it dropped to $400, and people are realizing, you know, the hype train might be over, so we've seen some more downward pressure this week, another 9% fall. First two boxes, Arcane Rising, Welcome to Wrath, people are realizing, yes, these truly are rare products. What do we see? And last week they've dropped some. This week people are snapping them up as fast as possible, especially Welcome to Wrath, 85% increase in the first edition boxes. I think that people are realizing how scarce these boxes are. Switching over to Magic for this week, what do we see? And if you remember, Magic and Pokemon really are the two giants of the trading card industry, so I like to follow both of them to really get a feel what's going on. Very similar behavior, Magic to the Gathering. We had 10 sets rising, 89 boxes. I consider less than a 2% change not a change. It's really just a little bit of market noise. 89 with no change, and 12 they had fallen this week. So in terms of the Magic Risers, Ravnica Allegiances, I think people are realizing, yes, this is a good set. There's some real value in here with the, what we call them, the ping lands. I don't know the right term, but you know what I mean. The land set in it. Unhinged, people are saying, you know what, there is some real long-term value here. Core set. Really, last year this was the most unloved set, and we're realizing now with Modern Horizons 2, core set is really the last, and they'll probably change their mind, but for now, the last core set. And really dirt cheap at 95, and the market's saying, you know what, we might as well snatch these up. They'll soon, I think they are out of print now, so it's starting to rise. What has been falling is interesting. Some of the modern masters, if you think Modern Horizons, similar to a reprint set of your modern, falling some. And we get down to the bottoms. Homelands. I love Homelands. If you know your history of Magic, that was Homelands and Fallen Empires were the biggest disasters, maybe with Chronicles, ever in Magic. But they just massively printed the print run. It was just crazy. I don't know, I haven't looked recently, but it used to be the top rare in the rare card in the set was worth like $2. Maybe there's a $5 now. Maybe they've gone up. I might be behind times. But to see homelands where there's not simply a valuable card in the set at $1,000 a box just really shows that there is a little bit of differentiation between box prices and the cards inside. As time goes on, all of these boxes do continue to rise in value. Finally, Dissension also had about a 10% fall. Not only because of the availability of data, and if anybody knows of a Pokemon website that gives the expected value of boxes, let me know and I'll start doing this for Pokemon, but also in Magic, I also look at the expected value of the cards within the box. So if you take all the cards and you look at the probability of being in the box, so the content of the box, what's happening, what do we see in terms of the set value or the expected value within the boxes. 7 sets in Magic this week went up. 85 just sat there. And 20 went down. So I still consider this to be a healthy market. What do we see? Some of our modern staples now. Alera Reborn, Dissension going up. Cons has the fetch lands in it. So yes, with Modern Horizons 2 coming out, a little bit of hype for the fetch lands. Kaladesh continues to go up. And a little bit of Shadowmoor, one of my favorite old-time sets that nobody knows about. That's just, I think, a really cool set. What's been falling? Jumpstart and Jumpstart. Take a good look at. Now, there's a lot of boxes for sale. I don't know what they're at, 120, 130. Look at that expected value, 173. I think Jumpstart might be of good value. Get down a little further. Morningtide, Homelands. Strixhaven, kind of a cool, the latest set out, standard set out, continues to fall as more boxes are open. Fallen Empires, and again, Fallen Empires and Homelands. I think there was some hype with the reserve list cards, and people are buying reserve list cards, but you know, the problem with these cards is there was a billion or a trillion of these cards printed. So even though, yes, they're reserve list cards, people are realizing, hey, I'm going to collect this 25-cent or $1 reserve list card. Well, guess what? I can buy 10,000 of these on eBay. So, you know what? And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's true. So people get into collecting, they push the price up a little bit, and they say, well, okay, what am I going to do with 10,000 of a card that nobody really wants? So I think part of that's what's happening with Fallen Empires, that as the market cools off, people are getting rid of some of their reserve list cards that there is just massively overprinted. Finally, this week we get into the broader markets, and I do feel it's important as you invest that you're kind of aware. You've got the feelers out. I don't want you to focus on one thing, Pokemon, and all of a sudden if there's a major crash in crypto, major crash in the stock market, and all of a sudden it affects the Pokemon market, I don't want you to be caught off guard. So each week I also present the broader index. And again, what do I see? The same thing going on. Gold down 4.5%. And the crypto markets, a little recovery this week of Bitcoin, Ethereum down a little bit. And the big issue, though, I want to talk about is the US dollar. And this is the inflation rate. We just had a revised inflation rate from 4.2% up to 5%. What does that mean? If this year your groceries cost, or last year groceries costed $100, today they're going to cost $105. And a lot of people right now are saying cash is trash. What do we mean cash is trash? Well, part of it, we want to get into any type of investment. It doesn't matter if it's gold or silver, crypto, real estate, stocks, bonds. A lot of people want to get out of cash. Why? Every day your dollar bills are losing value. Finally, the markets, for the most part, are sitting there just healthy. The Dow down 2%, NASDAQ up 0.5 point. And finally, the bond market, I think the best indicator of the bond market, Vanguard total bond. And what do we see? And remember, bonds and interest rates go in opposite directions. So what are we seeing? We're hearing the Fed say rumors I believe the end of next year they're going to start raising interest rates. I think the bond market's getting a little nervous about that, and so we're starting to see small dips in the price of bonds. It might be anticipation of possible future interest rates rises. Well, thank you very much for this. Allow me to update all of this for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and if you like what I'm doing, let me know, and I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you soon.